Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm gonna go to the price action for today, which was not that clean for trading. I'm gonna go base what I saw. What was the opportunity you guys could take, or what IFUGs, or how to use gold back into this price action. So let me go on the 15. So the first thing I'm gonna mark out is London's lows, right? So right there, we already know that CPI just took previous daily high, London's highs, and then we got Asia lows. Asia highs is already taken. So I see in the 15, there's not much. I see there's 15 minutes right here for value gap. We just fill this 15 from the top right here with CPI. So I know once I see this, right? So this is the 15 minutes. I already tapped into it, right? It was not top. We see it's already top. I'm already bearish for the 1 minute and the 5 minutes because we already feel a bearish for value gap, right? If I go on the 5, same thing happened. So right here, this was untested. There's also an IFBG that was untested right here. So we already know that we tap into the 15, that's the 5. So the first thing I come here is to check what we have on the 5. So we have this one, which is a huge range, and those two right here. So let me go on the 1 minute. Basically, my model for data high, data low, it was not in play because there was not a large wick. So the 830 candle right here, we already swept that. So there's no data highs, there's no data lows. The first thing I'm going to do is add gold back into the 81 and see what do we have. We have this range, and then we go on the 243. Add it right there. So we are now in premium side, right? So premium side, what do we have? Nothing yet, right? So gotta wait for price to do something. So the first thing we get here is a bearish value gap. I don't got much here information. There's a small right here. I got this one. I'm gonna work my way to the 81 because market is about to open. So the first thing I see is like, okay, we're on the premium side, right? Two premium sides, 243, 81, right? First thing I see is a bearish value gap right here, right? It's already tapped into it. I'm gonna mark it out. I'm gonna leave it there because price is about to open. Market is about to open. So I want to see the reaction into this, right? Let it play it out. See that we go on a bearish side. We push lower here. We're below EQ on 81, right there. And then there's this inversion right here I get, so I'm gonna mark it out just in case, because when the New York is about to open, so we get an inversion. This thing is gonna be marked out. I'm gonna extend this bearish one all the way to here, and then this one, right? So let it play it out, see what's going to happen, right? So once I see this sweep, right, I'm not taking this inversion. Why? Because I want to see a high, so then I can take that inversion, because this is not a high. This is not considered a high. This is just a rejection to go back. This one is on premium. I understand that, but because New York's about to open, we just sweep this low. So this low is an internal liquidity right there. So we just sweep that. Let me mark it out. So right there, I'm more into the bullish one, or this is just a manipulation before market opens, because market is not open. So market is about to open, right? So I know gold back is here, this, right? Gonna turn off gold back 1 second, see what we get, I'm looking at the 1 minute. So I know I have to delete this. There's nothing here. Then I see a clean rejection here, right? So we get into this and I say, okay, if we close above this, I'm gonna long this all the way to gold back on the 50%, and then 243 is right here and 81 is right here, right? So remember, 81 was right there. You guys can see EQ here. So if we're gonna invert this, I'm gonna take this inversion, right? Because I know we're gonna go higher. This is small inversion here, but I'm looking at this one because this is a key one. If we reject here, we're bearish. If we close above that, I'm using this as a bullish one. So it's here like what price is gonna do here. So I'm paying attention right here. We close above that and then we just close below. So I know this is still an inversion. This is still a bearish one, because on the NQ, we did not invert this. I was looking at NQ. So I know shorts are in play right here. So my first thing is to look if this one is gonna flip, right? So I mark out this one, super small, right here. Once we inverted at New York, I took my entry base right here. So this is where I took my entry on this pullback right here, and then my stop loss was above this high, aiming for those previous lows, and then that was the whole trade I took. So this is the first thing you can take, this bearish one, even though we close above that. But once you get that single candle, it breaks it, or a block, bearish or a block, go back high, displacing all the way down there. And then if we do 243, this is the range we're gonna get. Right there, we in EQ. So now we gotta wait for price to do something else. Let's say we miss that, right? So if we miss it, second trade I saw was this bullish. So this is where my wick concept comes in. So I took this trade. I was looking at gold back, so we're below EQ, so we're in discount. Let me do 81, right? 81 is right here. So I say, okay, if we do, I'm gonna turn off gold 1 second. If we do invert, if we close above this and above 50% of this, this will be considered my wick, bullish wick, which is my concept. I know, right? So once I saw the displacement into this, I took a long and I got it out here. And if you add gold back is going to give you a nice range, 81 to 81. TP right here, last TP right here. So 1 and 2, and then I was out right there. So let me show you that trade. So you guys can see that it was clean. You need to anticipate this because we received this, we received that, and we're not inverting this at all. So it's so only trade I saw, it was this, that, and a long here. After that, I don't trade much because I only trade these hours. Let me show you that trade. So there's the trade. Took it based on this, anticipated my wick, TP1, TP2, and then that was it. And then you have the whole range, and after that it just shops. But you guys can see that you get it, could have taken on this second right here. It did not break it. Go back, holds again, same press higher, goes to the inversion, and after the inversion it just rejects again. So you could have taken also the inversion, stop loss of the buff, and then aiming for those lows. That's all you need. After that it just ranged into this, so we're playing range to range, 81 to 81, between a weak concept and an inversion right here that we were holding. After that we just respect all this inversion, could not close above that, and then we just break into this base order block, and then we just go lower from here. But you guys can see this is gone right here, inversion on the top. If you guys would see it, it would help you to have some bias for bearish sides. So you can take a trade here, trade here, trade here, trade here, trade here, and there you go. That was, I saw everything. But yeah, that was the price action I saw today. You can still trade this. Most people will be like, oh, this is terrible. If you have gold by any concept, you can take base years, because remember, my gold back, you need to have a confluence. You need to have a confluence. There's nothing here. This is just 50% of this range. Gold back is giving you the low and the high. Take trades between these. Once it breaks, you know, you can take a trade to the low side. But yeah, that's the price action for today.